Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Coach Tiffany Parra, editor in chief of Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine, elevating your mind, body, and spirit. Today, we're taking center stage on the Own It magazine and publishing platform with a couple of our amazing contributing writers. Today's Mental Monday, y'all. We're going to be talking about financial stress and how financial stress can affect us physically and mentally, because it definitely can. So let me go ahead and bring them on in. Taking center stage with me is hello, what's going on,
What up,
Jeffrey
though?
Edwards?
How y'all doing?
And we've got Dr. Jeffrey E. Berger. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello,
Oops.
hello. You got the Jeffrey squared today.
Yes, we do. Excuse the airplane flying over me. It's a little loud today. Somebody going off somewhere amazing. Safe travels, everybody. Anyway,
hmm
so yes, we got Jeffrey Squared today. So I am so excited to have this conversation with you guys today. So before we start the conversation, let's just go around the room. Please introduce yourself, who you are, where you're from, a little bit about what you do. We'll start with you, Jeffrey Edwards.
All right, how y'all doing? I'm author, musician, journalist, CEO, and host of three JLE brand shows: interview show, Middle Ground with JLE, sports show, The Sports Line with JLE and Marte, and the social conversation show, Ground Floor.
Awesome. Welcome. And Dr. Jeffrey.
So I'm Dr. Jeffrey Berger, and I'm a certified holistic coach taking a finance first to approaching all-encompassing well-being. And I'm also a global ambassador for VR2One, an internationally known high-tech company revolutionizing in today's blockchain technologies and expanding in the US market. And what I'm doing is really helping those pioneer futuristic thinking entrepreneurs kind of navigate the roadways of these emerging technologies and get better understanding about where the future of finance is going.
Love it. So look, we're in the right room, right, Dr. Jeffrey, with this conversation about finance this morning. So again, everyone, financial stress, it really can take its toll on us, physically and mentally. And I think usually it's a mental thing first, right? You got a lot of people out there that are really struggling with this scarcity mindset, and they don't want to invest in some of the things that maybe they need to invest in, like, some of the supplements that are out there, or even, some of these avenues of being able to get financially stronger by investing just a small amount as well. So let's talk about this. So how does financial stress affect us physically and mentally? And also we're going to go over some healthy money habits to reduce some stress as well. So, Jeffrey Edwards, so start with you. So, how does in your opinion, how does financial stress affect us physically, our physical and mental health?
Man, it does everything around the core because you need money to take care of stuff. You got a family, especially if you're a man being a provider.
Right.
You're really like, oh man, I gotta do something to make sure I'm good to take care of family because you already know. So when she upset, she's gonna talk to her people, and they ain't like we told you got that old bum you should have got with so and so. So you gonna get them dirty looks. So that put a little bit of unnecessary extra stress on you. But you can overcome it. Just give it to God and keep trying, keep applying.
Right. So just keep pushing, right? Just keep pushing. No, and cut out all the chatter, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think whenever anybody's dealing with financial stuff, you always are going to have somebody on the outside trying to have their opinion on things, and we
Mm-hmm.
really do have to shut out that chatter. So, Dr. Jeffrey, what's your opinion on how financial stress affects us physically and mentally?
So I'm a firsthand experienced person dealing with major financial stress when I lost over 900,000 between 9/11 and 2008 with the real estate crash in my portfolio. So that was really the beginning of my journey of trying to determine, what went wrong and how can I fix it? And from a mental and a physical perspective, it was during that time that I was actually on medication for my health issues, which really impacted my thinking, being able to reason cognitively, if you will. And it kind of gave me brain fog around finances. So it basically pushed me away from really getting out there and understanding finances. And it wasn't until 2008, 2019, when I had come off all of my meds and other things that happened, that actually my thinking, my reasoning was much clearer because the medications weren't there. But financial stress impacts you from a cortisol level, and once your cortisol levels go up, then it wreaks havoc on your internals. All aspects of your body, and I'm going to say the microbiome because that's the gut brain heart axis, which is the core system. And people today are looking for solutions, and everybody is impacted differently from financial stress. And we need to break out of that mold, which is what I've done successfully over the last couple of years. And I want to share that with people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing. Now, what are some healthy, money habits that we can have to reduce that stress? I know for myself, keeping a spot where I have, money being saved, right? I have a jar where where I put coins and things. I empty out my purse every single,
Okay.
week.
Old school.
And when I look at that, that gives me that sense of abundance because I'm seeing it grow. And, I don't know how much is in there until I finally decide to
Mm.
take it, and take it to the bank. I gotta roll it off. But that's exciting for me too, is, rolling
Mhm.
everything, because you have to put it all in the coin rolls and stuff. And that's fun to me. That it kind of releases that stress, because for one, it's giving me something to do, and two, again, it's me seeing that it's growing, and then also having some investments like what Dr. Jeffrey's going to be speaking about, knowing that when you do have those investments, seeing them, being able to go into the app, seeing where they're going, things like that. It to me, that is really some of the money habits that I've kind of made is just trusting some of these processes out there. I mean, there are some scary financial things out there. I mean, I've
Mhm.
been burned before,
Mhm.
and that really did take a toll on me. I mean, it took a toll on me physically because I was so scared to even, it was something that my husband and I were investing in. And I was just like horrified to tell him, like, oh my gosh, like we lost some money, and it made me sick. It
Mhm.
really did. So I really think that also another healthy habit is to do your research. Do your due diligence on all these things that are out there, because there are, some scams out there and things that you could get caught up
Yeah.
in. But if you do your research, and really talk to people like us, that can refer you to the right people as well. So let Dr. Jeffrey, please, let's talk about some of those healthy money
Sure,
habits to reduce
sure.
some of that stress.
I mean, you hit the nail on the head about doing your research, and I think that is really key. We've been brought up in a society of what I call broken and corrupt systems, and we are kind of led into a direction of really uncertainty. We're told that certain things, and it's like, well, why isn't this working out? So bottom line is that when I lost all that money, and it wasn't really until later because I was petrified about finances. I didn't understand it. We're told to follow our financial planners and, so forth and so on. But it wasn't until like 2018, 19, when I started to open up and really start learning. And you talk about loss. My very first experience in the blockchain digital world, I lost over $125,000, and
Ooh, Lord.
because I was green into that area. But what kind of really woke me up is I share that, hey, as an ex software engineer, in 2009, I was approached to have the opportunity to purchase 500 Bitcoin at 0.0017 cents, which is an 85-cent investment. And back then I said, nah, sounds like a scam. And today, Bitcoin has been up as high as $130,000 per coin. So that really opened up doors to saying, something is going on in this blockchain technology. They're developing systems, they're developing financial, medical, educational systems on this new technology. So I need to be a little bit more open. And that is when I started to learn how do I do my due diligence? What are the things to look for in a project that is promising to, have some really decent returns in this new world of digital investments? And that's what I have done. And not that I'm putting everything into one little kitty. I'm diversified amongst 8 different projects outside of what I'm doing with this specifically, but it's about educating, and I'm providing that education to direct people to these different areas to get educated, due diligence,
Right.
and so they can make their own educated decision, because everything that's out there isn't for everybody, or this project A is not for everybody, project B is not for everybody. So education, make your own educated decision. And I do also have my 2-foot green bottle that I put coins into. So
I love it.
I need to get an automatic rolling machine and just dump them in, and they automatically roll. It's like roll.
That's the hardest part, having to roll them all.
But the main point here about healthy money habits is learn to start exploring what is out there today. Because when I approached in 2020, 2021, when our 401ks started to turn into 101ks and one actually flatlined, my financial advisor said, oh, don't, the market will come back, Jeff. The market will come back. You have to be patient. I'm like, dude, be patient. I'm going to be 70 in 2 years. I don't have time for the market to come back. So that's where you need to become the CEO. And we've talked about becoming the CEO of your life. From a health perspective, a financial perspective,
right,
and all aspects of your entire life, you need to be the CEO and in more control. But then go out there and seek those professionals and kind of banter back and forth and see what else is out there. And if you resonate with it, great. If you don't, then it's not a good match.
That's right. Oh, Jeffrey Edwards. What are some of those healthy money habits that you have?
For me,
Stress. Yeah.
the Bible say count up the cost. So write all your bills on paper to see where your money going.
Love that.
Calculate it to see how much is going out, and do your calculation of what you actually, don't look at your gross, your net. That's the actual money you get back. Calculate how much that is you got for the month. Now, if you ain't balanced, or it should be like this, you keeping more than what you got going out, or it's the other way. Now you gotta start looking at, okay, what can I cut that I really don't need? But the subscriptions I don't need, or this or that. Then start living above your means. So if you make 50,000, you should live at 40,000. So you should be able to save that 10,000.
Right.
And it's gonna take some discipline to do it, but you don't need to. And then if you get a raise, that don't mean more money, more problems. That's a great song and all, but no. Okay, if you go from making 40,000, for example, to 80, you still live at 70,000. At least 10,000 less, because you go buy a new car, that's a car note, car insurance, new crib. Now you living at 85,000, so you in the red. And Little County, I learned from my class, like, that's what you want to do. And then if you're someone that tied to your church, tied to yourself as well. So if someone like, that's a crazy thing. No, it's not crazy. If you giving, say, $100 a month to the church, put $100 for yourself as well.
That's right.
In 12 months, it's $1,200. Right. You got your spare change, get you a jar or something, put it in, don't touch it. That could be over 500 out over the month. Then they got different things out here where you save a dollar a day or $2 a second day. There are a lot of basic ways you can actually fix your budget. And if
Right.
you're really in bad situation, what can you go pawn to bring some money in to help get some of that debt down?
That is
Because your
so true.
assets need to equal
Mm,
your liabilities in equity.
right.
You need to be balanced. You can't be this or that. You this meaning you got more money than what you spending for the month. You good, but you
Mhm.
that way, nah. And drinking some Crown ain't the solution. Don't do
Okay.
that. Don't do that.
That's
Don't
just
do that.
spending more money right there.
It tastes good, but don't do that. Actually, do the work because you are, like my man said, a corporation of you.
Right.
That's
So
right.
you need to make sure, and then really maybe an extra 5,000. So you got a emergency break glass fund.
Mhm.
Car need
Mhm.
to get fixed. Oh, 500, man, here. Because you got that on
Right.
deck. You got to play chess, not checkers. You got to think ahead.
That is so true. Good stuff. Good stuff. And look, and honestly, read some of those books that are out there. There are so many money habit books out there. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I love Think and Grow Rich. That's one of my
Mhm.
favorites. I've read it so many times. And there's so many others. You even got like The Secret, right? The
Yep.
Secret, and that's the power of attraction. And you can attract anything. Like, and I remember on The Secret, there's if you go on to the website, there's a check, and it's a check from the universe. And you can write that check out, and you write it out and put it somewhere where you can see it
Okay.
every single day. And when you're looking at it, you just feel it. Like you feel that money's already there. Is that's your check. Like all you got to do is just go cash it. It's yours. It's your money. And that's the secret, right? Is
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then your
feeling it
words.
and knowing it. And yes, like you said, your words.
Speak positive of yourself. Don't be saying, man, I can't get out the hole. That's going to be your reality. But you
Right.
say, I'm going to be a millionaire at some point soon. Universe going to start working for you to get you on that path. Because
That's right.
don't slap yourself. I
Right.
can't do this. I'm nothing. You won't be. You keep saying of yourself, that seed will grow.
You gonna set yourself up. You're
So
gonna
you need
set
to
yourself
say,
up.
I can be anything I want to be if I put the work in.
That's right. That's right.
And you
I
fix
Absolutely.
can I
finances.
can be that millionaire, right? And I am,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
use that word I am, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can get out of any situation. So really financial stress doesn't have to be. It is all about the mindset on it. It is all about just being positive and just telling yourself that, hey, the situation is temporary and I will be on the other side of it very soon. That's what it's all about. And knowing that there are resources out there like,
Mhm.
Dr. Jeffrey here that, has some different things that you can invest in. And we have a lot of other people in our platform that can share ways to be able to save money, ways to, be able to cut some of the things that you got going on in your life. Maybe you shouldn't have, maybe it is something that's
Mm-hmm.
just not serving you. You
Right.
invested in a long time ago. It's just sitting there. You're not doing anything with it. Do something with it. Do something positive
Mm-hmm.
with it. Don't let things just sit there because what does that do? That's just stagnant. And what does
Yeah.
stagnant do?
And then if you sitting there watching this, like, but I can't do it. I ain't got willpower. Yes, you do.
Yes.
I'm a junk food slut. I want some pizza right now. But it ain't don't make me know. Got to say no. You can say no. I don't need to go buy nothing. No, put your credit cards away. You don't need that either. That's not real money. Fake news.
Right.
You
Right.
got to pay that back.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's right.
So don't
That's
have
right.
fat credit cards. I'm rich. No, you're not rich.
No.
All of them
That's
least about
somebody
20
else's
something
money.
APR. All right, go ahead, spend it all. Right? Can I get that money back, please, with interest? You're like, but you didn't read the fine print. So
And that
that's not the
interest
way
gonna get
out.
you every time. That interest will
Mm,
get you every time. So a lot of people don't
Absolutely.
even realize that it's even there. And sometimes it'll sneak up on you too, people. So
mm-hmm.
go and call your credit card companies and find out what the APRs are, because I know mine snuck up during this time, which is very recent. It snuck up like 10 point. I'm like, wait, what?
I learned
Hold
that
up.
finance class, like, this the game with this? Like, oh, Lord.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
get
So
you from behind.
make sure you're
Mm-hmm.
checking and just call in, see what those APRs are, and make sure that, if it's gone up higher, you can find another card that you can transfer it to. There's ways of, being able to save your money. And
Mm-hmm.
really, those APRs,
And
that's
then
just
they
money.
They
get
get
you
you. They get you.
when
Yeah.
you've been good. Here's extra 1,000. Don't listen
Right.
to it. That
Don't
voice
do
that's
it.
kissing you in your ear, man, we can get them Jordans. We can go get. No. Keep that credit card over there. They gonna keep. The more you keep paying, they gonna like, man, here's extra 5,000. No,
Right.
that's not real
Right.
money. Don't do it.
Right. Yep.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Pay those down.
Absolutely.
Pay them down.
Yeah.
So,
And
and if, oh, go ahead.
Tiffany, you talk about stagnant, and it's true. If you remain stagnant, you're really left behind. And what I'm teaching is think about the technologies before computers were even around. All
Yeah.
right, and then think about the days of Microsoft, Apple, Netflix, and Amazon. They revolutionized their technologies decades ago. But today we've got real tech, fintech, edtech, AI, metaverse, these technologies today. That's where we are today, like they were decades ago. So
Mm-hmm.
we are evolving these technologies, and again, to remain stagnant and not get involved in some type of fashion, not 100%, but just start learning, because 5 years, 10 years down the road, you're going to wake up and say, oh, I should have, what if I
Mhm.
did do that, or I should have done that. You don't want
Right.
to be in those positions.
No, not at all. Definitely get educated, and it's moving fast. It really is. It makes my head spin sometimes, but just taking a few minutes every day
Yeah.
to learn the technology that's out there, just 15 minutes a day, every day,
Right.
that will help you tremendously with just staying the course and
Mhm.
just staying, educated to what's going on around you. And it's going to help you. It's going to help you physically. It's going to help you mentally. It's going to help you all the way financially. It's going to help you
Mhm.
all the way around. So
Yeah,
definitely
and
want
look, when you're doing that research, and that's an excellent point, because that's what I started to do. Because as an ex-software engineer, I wanted nothing to do with technology. But look at, here I am today as a global
Mhm.
ambassador for a digital technology company. But look at and investigate some of the opportunities that are out there for people to get in on the ground floor, like
to.
those who did with Microsoft, Apple, Netflix, and Amazon. They got in on the ground floor saying, something looks really good here, and I'm willing to risk $500 or $1,000 just to see where it goes.
Yeah,
And that's what it's all about. Because
that's
I
right.
was approached also about Microsoft, and I said, no, computers aren't going to last.
Uh-huh.
Well, here they're ruling the world.
Right.
Mm.
Man.
And then when I was a kid, Scrooge Duck was my role model. Like, he the
Right.
richest dude on the planet. I remember the episode. This dude nephew's like, man, we want to do a lemonade stand. Okay, well, y'all do the work, then I invest. I'm like, but dude, you just swim your money bought every day. You ain't gonna drop them off no coins. Like, nope.
Yep.
And then when they
He's right.
got profitable, he swooped in on them. So he made more profit. They like, but like, hey, it's business. I'm like, I ain't getting you game in the cartoons.
Right. We've been learning the
Yeah.
game for a long time.
Life lessons
Absolutely.
back then.
Right. Right. So, gentlemen, what's some words of wisdom, words of encouragement we can just give our audience today? It is Mental Monday. Again, we're talking about financial stress and how it can affect us physically and mentally. So, just some words of wisdom, words of encouragement. We're going to go ahead and start with you, Jeffrey Edwards, and then we'll end with you, Dr. Jeffrey.
Um, it's not hopeless. You know, like right now, I'm laid off. I fight off those depression thoughts, but ain't hopes God got me. You can figure it out. I read Dr. Eric Thomas' book, You Owe You, and great book. Shout out to him. And that's a true statement. You owe you the best life possible for you and your family.
That's right.
Even if you in the red, you just got to do the few things to tighten that up, get back in the black, and just keep doing it. And a few years, you might be on there screws with that level. Like, man, I'm going to believe just to go.
That's right.
Because you had discipline. That's the word for the day. Discipline.
Discipline. That's right.
You gotta have it. You can sacrifice them Jordans for buying you an island later.
That's right.
That's a
Yes.
better deal. Buy an island than some Jordans. I love Jordan shoes, but I love to buy my own island and get away.
That's right. That's right.
You can
Discipline.
do it.
Thank you, Jeffrey. All right, Dr. Jeffrey.
So, Coach Tiffany talked earlier about that due diligence and exploration, and my words of encouragement today is to if you've got, and she also mentioned about if you've got stuff out there that's just kind of sitting there and not really doing a lot that you really wanted to do, come to one of my monthly webinars. I do 5 educational webinars talking about the platforms that I am introducing to people to getting in on the ground floor. And right now we are in a pre-launch, and it's basically inviting family and friends for a potential of a 545% ROI. We're launching in a couple of months. You get in on the ground floor, and the system that we're launching is accredited by Microsoft. Microsoft, Amazon Web Services, and it won the Microsoft EdTech Award. So this is an ecosystem that is on the ground floor, revolutionary technology with EdTech, AI, and Metaverse. Come and get some information about what we have that we're offering, because there's some really great opportunity. And then you make a decision. Okay. And I'll throw those links, or the registration link, in the comments below this for people to check out what day and time works best for them from those 5 monthly webinars.
Awesome. Awesome. Very good. Get educated, everybody. Definitely get educated. Because that's the only way that you're going to get to the other side of, all the stuff. And it's moving fast. So, don't
growing.
sit.
Yeah, it's growing exponentially. And I'll throw, let me also say, you get a free copy of my ebook, which really gives you the foundation of blockchain, cryptocurrency, tokenization of real estate, and a couple of other things just to start getting educated.
Yeah.
Make that decision to change for the better.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. Well, gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for joining me today on this Mental Monday. This has been an amazing conversation. We've had people popping in and out this morning. Thank you so much for joining us as well. I know that y'all better have those pens out there writing these notes down, even with the replay. Get this knowledge and tap into, the information that Dr. Jeffrey has as well. Great, to get in on the ground floor, as he says, because you never know where this can take you. Both these gentlemen are in the Phoenix Fitness Fanatics magazine monthly, so definitely tap into that. You can get your subscription at phoenixfitnessfanaticsmag2021.com, and it's only $35 for a full year to subscribe, everybody. So definitely get your subscription. Have an amazing week, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
You.